All right, folks, I am back. I'm your host, John McNeil, for the show of the show, Sports Focus. Sports, that's why I call it Sports Focus, to get deep up in the sports. Not just the NFL, because the NFL is a wrap. But, last week I forgot to bring up the halftime show of the Super Bowl. My baby. We used to date a while back, but I had to let her go. Beyonce. That's right. She put on a hell of a show. I just had to throw that out there. It's not like I want her back or anything, but I just had to mention that she did a great job on the halftime show. Beyonce, my ex-girlfriend, who's now currently married to Jay-Z. But I'm good with her and Jay-Z being together. But let's move on. I got some interesting things for you. Something that sort of got me going a little bit. The world's largest sports baseball card. 90 feet tall and 60 feet wide. Number one, where are you going to put this thing? Where in your home you're going to put it? Is it going to go in a drawer? Under the bed? In a box? Who's going to have it? Just one of them things. And by the way, on the front of the card is Detroit Tigers first baseman Prince Fielder. So he's big already. So they had to make that card extra big. Man, he's a big man. All right, something else that sort of got me going. I just gotta let you people know. Vince Young, y'all remember VY? Vince Young, University of Texas quarterback. All-time Heisman winner, one of the greatest college games ever. So-so NFL career, had some good moments, but overall in the dumper. Apparently, he took out a $1.9 million loan from this company called Pro Player Funding. This is when they had the lockout, 2011. He took out this loan and he threw a party for himself. Like he didn't have money from before, but he took out $1 million loan and threw himself a $300,000 birthday party. Bang, bang. You got to love it. Wow. Don't you wish we could all just take $300,000 and throw ourselves a little party whenever? Hey, okay. I will be bringing you updates on Mr. Young as the year goes on, because he's going to be broke and they're going to have no money. He's living like that. He's not currently with an NFL team, but I'll keep you up to date. Just throw this at you. UConn beat Syracuse in the last Big East matchup between these two teams. Unbelievable. Syracuse, they're the top 5 team. Took the L against our Huskies. You know what time it is. 66-58. So that's the last time, as far as in the Big East, that these teams going to meet. So also in the news, our hero, New York Yankee, Mo Rivera, you know what time it is. He says he plans to announce that he is retiring. This is his last season. And he said he's going to do it before opening day. So let's see if he sticks to his word. He's a competitor. He's a competitor. The juice is going to start flowing. If he didn't announce it already, you never know. He might say he's going to keep playing. So we'll see how that goes. And also in the NBA now, let's switch to the NBA. Hedo Turkoglu, Orlando Magic's power forward. He got banned. He got caught. Boom, boom. I'll give you the boom, boom. But he got caught for using steroids. He got suspended for 20 games. 20 games for using steroids. Well, he's not the only one. Also back in 2009, Rashard Lewis, he got suspended too for using a steroid. And O.J. Mayo, back 2011, he also got suspended for using Steroids. So it's not just football and you know, the WWE and that stuff. You know, other sports, they use these steroids too. That's why they're called performance enhancer drugs. So we'll see how he goes. Also, the NFL, like what I told you last week about the Super Bowl being at Giants Stadium, the NFL is already making contingency plans to see, you know, what we just went through Storm Charlotte over here, the blizzard. What if a blizzard or some nor'easter comes and hit Giant Stadium in that area down there during Super Bowl week? What are they going to do? But they're already making plans, maybe holding the game, you know, before, make it Saturday, maybe delay the game. They're going to do something. Mother Nature's calling. Mother Nature's calling. You better answer because she ain't going nowhere. We experienced that with this blizzard. So I still think it's a mistake. You're taking a big chance playing a game of that magnitude in an open air stadium, and especially, you know, up in our area, because the weather, it could change. They can do all the forecasting they want, but 2004, you know the weather for 2014? I think not. And you will get pimp slapped if you think you do. Now, this one is very interesting. I hope I pronounced the name properly, because that's one of my Hawaiian brothers. You know, David Fangupo. Hope I got that right, because I don't want some old nation, Hawaiian nation, coming at me. David Fanpupo. Now, anybody that you coach, you play, you just in amazement. He is a high school senior. He's got a scholarship to go to University of Hawaii. Now, check this out. He is 6'2", 350 pounds, and the position he plays is running back. You talk about big boy. Who's gonna tackle the young man? Come on, man. I mean, seriously. He runs like a secondary player. He runs like, I think, like a 4-5. You know, what are we feeding our children, man? I mean, seriously, to be that big and be that quick, that's pretty amazing. 350 pounds, 6'2". I'm never trying to tackle that. You better throw your body at his legs. That's the only way you're going to get him off his feet. Big boy. Well, some stunning news, and I know a lot of you people not into the Olympics and things of that nature, but it's something you should know, that the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, has decided to drop the sport of wrestling. You know, I'm not a huge Olympic. I watch the Olympics, you know, but I'm not like an avid, like I watch football or basketball or something like that. But you drop the sport that actually got the sport rolling, got the Olympics rolling. I mean, you drop wrestling for golf and rugby. Rugby and golf in the Olympics. What next? They're going to put football in there, huh? They're going to put like football, make that an Olympic sport too. But you're going to take wrestling. That's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. They actually got this to pass. You know it's a small minority making this happen. I tell you that right now. But you know what time it is, people. You know, my time is limited, and I gotta just reach over here and my buddy again. It's Cowboy Talk. Y'all know what time it is. Got some nuggets for you. Cowboys coach Jason Garrett, he had a 53-minute press conference, people. And, you know, they asked him, oh, you got hired new coaches and all that other stuff. But he didn't mention who's going to be the play caller. So for 53 minutes, he basically skated around the question. Oh, I'm going to Yeah, he didn't announce the play caller. You know, I don't know what's going on with the coach. Maybe, I don't know, is the owner telling them just don't say nothing? Basically, in his press conference, he said, hey, you're going to wait until August to find out who's going to be the play caller. So Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation, don't get your hopes up. Just keep them where they at. Just don't get your hopes up, Cowboy fans, because it's probably going to be a long one. So, but, you know, on the other side, you got Rob Ryan, big burly Rob Ryan, the former Dallas Cowboy defensive coordinator. He got another job. It was more than the 5 minutes. I tell you that, it was more than the 5 minutes. But he has a job with the New Orleans Saints. They're going to switch to the 3-4. They was 4-3. They're going to switch to the 3-4. That means 3 down linemen and 4 linebackers standing up. Don't know about this move for the Saints, but their defense was absolutely pathetic. They gave up the most yards in NFL history, and Rob Ryan is going to bring the Saints back. I think not, because his defenses throughout the years suck, and that is a fact. That's not my personal opinion. It's just a fact. Look at the 2 years he was in Dallas. Were they ever dominant, Cowboy fans? No. They was never dominant. They never dominated the game. They never did anything. I thought Rob Ryan was going to bring in all these blitzes, and it might work with the Saints because they blitz. They've been blitzing all the time. But we'll see. We'll see, Mr. Ryan. Also in Cowboy news, Gary Brown has been announced as the new running backs coach. He was a running back coach with the Cleveland Browns. And he was a former player, so he played the position with the Browns and the Raiders and other teams of that nature. So that completes the whole offensive staff for the Cowboys. Next week, I will break it down, each new hire, and let you know what I think about him. But Gary Brown, he was a good hire. Somebody different. So that's cool. And also, something that came out big. Tony Casillas, if you remember him, the former Dallas Cowboy, he was on those 90s Super Bowl teams with the Cowboys, yes. He's been quoted as saying that they used a drug called DMSO. What is that? It's used for horses. It's something they rub on themselves if they got an ache or pain, and they heal themselves. So, hey, drugs, those types of things that they've used it in the Cowboys locker room back in the 90s like it was candy. Hey. And also, I want to end this talking about America's team quarterback, Tony Romo. Why should they resign Tony Romo? And my answer to you is they should not resign Tony Romo for an extension because he has not earned it. And he has not earned his pay. We all work for a living. And we do our job. Is Mr. Romo doing his job? I think not. And on that note, people, it is time for me to rock and roll out of here. And this is Sports Focus, and I am out. Peace.